Okay, let's have a look at floaters. It's a multi-object object. So this makes these floater objects here. You can set certain settings. Let's see. The speed, how they move from one to the other position. So if I do faster speed, the new ones will move very fast to their new position. Spin speed is how fast they spin when they float from one to the other position, with the spin amount, like how much they spin when they transform their position. Spin axis, you can say, for example, only the epsilon axis, then they only spin this way. How many? We can turn this down. So now it's only 3. I can turn it up and it will make more of those floaters. Here the grid size, the raster size, it's x, epsilon and z. How many, like, okay, now it's 10 by 10 by 10, the grid. You can, for example, turn the epsilon grid down, kill them all, and now they are all on the same plane. So epsilon is this dimension. How far they are apart is the distance, the raster distance, the grid distance. If I turn this up, they go further apart. Obviously you have the scale, the overall scale, so now I can make this field smaller together. Blend, obvious. Change together means if they when they change position, if they change all together or separately. Fade in and out is how they are born and how they die, like if they shrink when they die or blend in and out. You can play around with these settings. Floaters face to cam, that's how you can make them all face the camera. Arrange floaters, that's if they are arranged within a grid or randomly within these borders here. Generator, if the floaters are boxes with own texture or the same texture. Plane with own texture. Then it can be an external object, so you can make a 3D object, for example. 3D object, and that can be, we have to make this small, and now that can be the generated object. So you'd say external object, and then you can choose v3D, for example. Now you will see here you have this object being generated in the floaters. That's the generator. Floater blend is if you want to give them a specific blend. Everyone should have a specific blend that only works with generators with own TX, with own texture. Here, creation speed is how fast the new floaters are born. So if I turn this up, creation speed, they are born really fast, and when they reach maximum number, one will die and another one will be born. Dominate texture, that's for example, if I choose box with own texture and I do, let's turn the frequency off of that image and we put it here. So if I do dominate texture, that means every time a cube is born, it will make a new texture, so that will dominate this image frequency slider. So you have a lot of stars. Okay, movement, you can let the whole flock move. Rotation, you can make the whole flock rotate like this. Then scale to texture and floaters face to cam. So that means the whole floater object faces to cam. It's different to floaters face to cam, so then only the single objects of the floaters face the cam. Oops. Yes, and here are the shader options. So that's floaters.